I would be remiss if we didn't talk about a legend that touched my life, Miss Debbie Reynolds. I was in London when Debbie Reynolds died, and I literally had phone messages from friends screaming, "I can't take anymore!" I'm like, girl, you didn't die and she was 84. It's okay. But her and Carrie, they loved each other. Yes. But Debbie also knew how to upstage a bitch. Everybody, listen, you're all sad about, you're like, oh my God, they really loved each other. And I'm looking Debbie Reynolds in the eyes. Because there's a huge 8x10 of her in my kitchen going, smooth move, bitch. Smooth move. You know she was just like, and that's the ball game, all right. Amazing, amazing. But Debbie Reynolds, now I have to tell you about something. I had a real weird connection with Debbie Reynolds. Not like we're related or anything, but you'll hear. I saw this interview online with Debbie Reynolds where she was talking about plastic surgery, and she said, listen, nobody in Hollywood's going to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you the truth. You get 2 pulls before you look like a different person. Use them wisely, time them out. And I was watching this being like, oh my God. Debbie knows everything. I love her. I love her. It was in that moment. Otherwise, I'd never been a Debbie Reynolds fan. And then in that moment, I was like, you, madam, I would take a bullet for you. And then my love continued to grow, as it does, ladies and gentlemen. You can go back through the Debbie Reynolds lexicon. Holy shit! The woman could do anything, anything. Just think about this, ladies and gentlemen. She's compared to, Jennifer Aniston. Sometimes people draw the similarities because they were both publicly broken up by, guys, dudes. I don't know where I was going with that, but you're there. Dudes. One, Eddie Fisher, who cares about? Like, really, to think, just so you have an idea of how time flies, Eddie Fisher was the Brad Pitt of his day. What's happened to this country? Anyway, but I think of, like, Debbie Reynolds. I think of Jennifer Aniston, like, she's selling water and she's occasionally in a movie. What is she up to? Do you know what Debbie Reynolds was up to? She's doing like 10 shows in Vegas with Liberace. Seriously, have you ever gone online and seen Debbie Reynolds' tambourine routine? Treat yourself. Imagine it, if you will, though, ladies and gentlemen. Debbie Reynolds, 4 gay men with tambourines. They sing a pop song nobody in their right mind has a business singing, and there's tambourine choreography that you cannot fathom people are able to do. At one point, Debbie slaps it off her head, and there's these 4 faggots pumping around. I mean, it's a glorious gift to show business. And she was like 55. She didn't care. Just beating that head with a tambourine, making people happy. That's a star, ladies and gentlemen. You think Selena Gomez is going to be beating her head with a tambourine at 55? No. Of course not, because we'll all have been nuked by then. Draw it back down, just so you're aware.